renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
What's the run? They're running it. Check 9, check 9. 18.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Double dog, that's the way.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Come on, baby.
Bravo.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ball.
Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
61. Matchbox lights.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. Touchdown, Chicago! Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, team 6.
Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, ball.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Alert.
Bandit. Mike 35. Switch up. 35's the mark.
Alert.
It's a part of that. Mike 35.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 Short able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? And we just saw their first one of this game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. He's going to loft one deep. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good look. Can drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
1st down, Panthers.
Ready up.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. All that.
Hey, high 7. Yeah.
You can't block me.
Now.
Greer on 1st down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, a run with Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Bang, bang, bang.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
These two teams all tied after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go. Single, 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 single.
First carry for James Conner. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Check, check, 59. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Ran,
Tighten up. Mike, check, check, 59, 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Hey, Haywood.
59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Trubisky will throw.
Check, check.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Greer again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Colby Listenby with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Ran, come.
56. Months 56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Blue.
Man, I got
Now it's Trubisky. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
check your hot read.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready, set.
Mike, 43's the Mike. Rabbit.
Go. Hey, Alpha. Get up.
On 2nd down, here's Greer. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check out route. Hot.
Hey, Charlie.
43's the
Hard.
Check, 43.
Ready.
On 3rd and long, here is Greer. And that will be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Run. 56 to Mike. Go. Exit. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
43. Come on, let's go. Show it.
Hey, Orbit. Let's go.
After the turnover, here's Greer. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Aaron Lynch, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and long. Greer. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Here we go. 30 base.
Watch tight ends right. Watch
Move. 5.
On first down, it's Greer. And this throw will be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve Griffin.
To throw again on second down. Greer to the right side, and he's got more complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Greer to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Out left to Shaheen. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before the break. Greer. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Greer. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop.
1st down, Greer. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Come off the ball. Watch out.
Alert.
Watch safety.
Blue draw quarters.
Safety's creeping. Check 43.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Check.
Alert.
On 1st down, Cohen. Able to avoid him. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Lock in.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bilal Nichols able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Greer. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. Greer now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Greer. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move. He still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
We want it. Come on. Squeeze. Down. Jackrabbit. Come on. General West.
Now a first down throw. Greer. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check, check, check.
Red, go. 18. Hey, Zoo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, 18.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check 13. Check 4.
80 weapon.
Jam.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Check back. 6 guys.
Hey, ball. Pilot, 64, weak.
Safe. Dash. Go now.
This is Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Running with a fullback, Alex Arma. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try to run it. This is Conner, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. James Conner, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Greer. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On third down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They run. This is Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Now Cohen. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they will take a knee here.
Trubisky on the keeper. A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now third.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay home again